It is complete. It is official. 2024 to 2025, Imoco Conegliano is the greatest women's volleyball team of all time. They are the greatest of all time. They have won the CEV Champions League, their second in a row. They have completed the Infinity Gauntlet. Here it is with Daniele Santarelli saying "Sono inevitabile." Like this one?
I guarantee you. Like I like heard it in his voice too. Like I could see him like just standing in the locker room before the match, be like "Sono inevitabile," you know?
Sono inevitabile.
Yeah. Just like quick shrug is like, if we take care of our side of the court, it's inevitable. We're the best team of all time.
And they are, and that is how this tournament felt this weekend with Imoco Conegliano, 3-1 over Malonza in the semis for their 16th win over them head-to-head in a row, and then an effortless, emphatic, practically perfect game of volleyball in a 3-dong over Scandicci to win the tournament. Everett, I think we have to start with just acknowledging and putting out to the world that the debate is over. This is the greatest women's volleyball team of all time.
Yeah, I think it has to be for a number of factors. I mean, I know that they didn't go undefeated like the 2020-2021 Conegliano team. So there is that one caveat of a team that you could point to. However, that team didn't get to compete in the Club World Championships because it was right on the COVID season. And you know, they didn't get to win that Infinity Gauntlet. Now, Rob, I know you've broken it down. There is one other team in the history of volleyball that has won the Infinity Gauntlet on the women's side. We're not gonna compare to the men's side. I think
no, we're not.
And that's Vakifbank in 17-18. But I agree with you. When you compare those two teams and you compare the roads that they had to do to get to the Champions League finals, especially, I 100% give it to Conegliano. This Conegliano team, the 24-25 team, as the best team of all time.
Yep. Here are some numbers that are just ridiculous. Imoco this year, 5 trophies, obviously 53-1 match record on the season. That one loss to Novara in the league semifinals, which obviously didn't affect any of their ability to win any trophies. Conegliano lost 14 sets all season. They played 54 matches. They won 53 matches. They lost 14 sets all season. And of their 54 matches they played, 41 of them were 3-dong wins. That's completely insane. Compare this to 27 to 2018 Vakifbank. Vakifbank that year went 42-5 in matches. They lost 4 of their 5 matches that year to Adzadjabasha. They went 5 in the playoff series with them, even though they won all 5 trophies. They lost 32 sets that season compared to Conegliano's 14 this year. And they had 27 3-0 wins compared to Conegliano's 41 this year. So that's just insane. Also, Gabi Guimarães and Isabel Haak were on another Vakifbank team that also won the Infinity Gauntlet in 21 and 22. But that team also had a bit of a different season. And I don't think they should quite be considered as one of the greatest teams of all. Well, they're one of the greatest teams of all time, but this is it, man. This is it. This team right here.
Also, Zhu was on that 17-18 team.
She was, and that's right, she was. So Imoco assembled a team this year that was built flawlessly. They were built with players that had won at every level and coaches that had won at every level, and everything.
And not only have won, but like are some of
dominated.
These are some of the greatest players of all time. Like it wouldn't be out of your mind to put like an all-time 6 to put Gabi and Zhu beside each other, right? That's not a ridiculous thing to say. At all. And then with the way that Haak played this weekend and the fact that she's done this now consistently with 2 different clubs and consistently being a champion. I mean, like 21 points in that final. She absolutely dominated, right? With like Volleyball at the setter position. She's the best setter of this generation, at the very least in the conversation for one of the greatest all time. Moki's the best libero of all time. Right. So like, what are we talking about here? Not to mention when you look at the caliber of teams that these other teams are beating, right? It's a lot of those same players. Like if you look at some of the rosters back from 17 and 18, we do not have the quality that we do now. Women's volleyball is at its height right now.
For sure.
There is the most talent we have ever seen right now, especially like when you look at the other teams around. The fact that like Ogonu is losing, Antropova is losing after the season she has. Like, we're not even going to talk about Vodka's Bank, but their roster is loaded, and even the teams down into the quarterfinals.
Fenerbahce didn't get there. They flamed out. It's Zajabasha, Tijana Boskovic. They flamed out. Like
when you compare the teams to what is now to what is then, right now is the best version, and they did it almost flawlessly, and dominated absolutely everyone. And playing the most efficient and boring version of volleyball ever. There's no way to say it.
A couple of the numbers from the final, like, we don't need to break down the matches that in that much detail because they were so lopsided. But like just to quantify a little bit of how incredible this Imoco Conegliano team was in the final, they hit 529 efficiency as a team. In the final of the biggest competition they played all year, they hit 529 efficiency as a team. All three of their wings hit 600 efficiency or better. Zhu, 647. Gabi, 615. Hawk, 600. Conegliano had 28 break points in 3 sets. Scandici had 8. Scandici earned 8 points in the entire championship match in 3 sets, which is completely insane. Like, there is no team, no matter what bodies you put together, no matter what you can put together, you cannot beat a team that plays that perfectly. It produces a boring match of volleyball to watch, but the historical significance cannot be understated. It's really just incredible. Like, 529 as a team in the biggest match of the year.
Yeah, they absolutely dominate. They absolutely dominate. That's just what they do. That's the style of volleyball they play. They execute with perfection, and they're so intimidating to play against. Right? Like, someone needs to give me a volley metrics for the women's side. I'm doing a serious call out right now. I need women's volley metrics, and then I need international men and women volley metrics, please and thank you. Okay, if you guys can if the community at large can help me out with that, that would be great. I've already got an account. If we can just add it on, it'd be fantastic, because I would love to do film breakdown of this Conegliano team. They're the best of all time. There's no other way to put it. They are amazing.
They're the best of all time, and there's so much in that film that could be broken down too, like the amount of control that Volleyball has with the ball in her hands. Hawk's high over the top, like 5-6 thumb down shot, which is just completely unstoppable. The speed and the space with which they use their left side hitters, it's really outrageous. A couple other like things that stick out to me here. How about the career renaissance of Zhu Ting, man? How about the career renaissance that she has had this year for Conegliano? After her wrist injury, after the pandemic. And, I don't know if anybody thought that she could come close to recapturing the level of volleyball that she played at in the mid 2010s, but like 647 in the final. And she was great in the semis as well. She deserves a huge amount of credit. It's been incredible to watch her rebound and get back to the elite of the game where she's been for so long. And then another thing, we talk about the 4 opposites that dominate women's volleyball right now, and Antropova knocking at the door on that and all of that. I have a tracker that I've been keeping up with that's linked in the video description right now. If you guys want to open that up and follow along, I've tracked every major women's volleyball competition since the 2018 VNL. So that's like right about when Hawk, Ogonu, Boskovic, Vargas were all starting to play like real volleyball. Tracked every major tournament since then. Isabel Hawk now leads all those opposites all time in major titles. Isabel Hawk has 20 major titles, and that is compared to Paula Egonu's 18. And Hawk plays for Sweden. She has 0 international hardware. So she needs to be talked about very, very highly, if not the best player on the planet. One of them, certainly.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, she's always been in that big 4. Like, unfortunately, when a sport like volleyball, we have to, we have to rely on the national team, right? Like the national team and the experience and the results that you have there. But there's no doubt about it that she is in that conversation. Her dominance now, just like some of the stats that are coming up that you've gotten that are coming up in the chat, are just absolutely unreal at what Hawk has been able to do in her time as a professional. Like, all she does is win.
Yep.
All she does is win, and she looks like the consummate professional. So, yeah, like it can't be understated how good she was. She dominated that final. And it wasn't even close. It was not even close. I mean, I did a watch along for it and it was boring, right? If you guys came to watch the watch along and watch me talk about the match, I talked about the match maybe 30% of the time. The first third of it was just me talking to Steve and Mara in the chat, right? At one point we were looking up VNL rosters. Like the match was boring to watch.
Because Imoco is that good. They really are that good. So not great entertainment caliber of volleyball this weekend, but boy, is it impressive what they have done.